our morning business report, college still pays off if you avoid 3 decisions.
All right, and why tariff rates on women's clothing is higher than men's. Your reporter Jane King is live at the New York Stock Exchange with those stories and more. Good morning, Jane.
Yeah, we're all like, good morning. So let's start with retail sales because they did surge in March as Americans stocked up on things before the tariffs kicked in. In fact, retail sales led by a rush to buy cars before the 25% tariffs on imported vehicles take effect next month. Well, for decades, the U.S. tariff system has taxed women's clothing more heavily than men's. Now, tariffs on women's clothes currently about 3% higher than men, a policy that's known as pink tariffs. And that means women pay an average of an extra $1 per garment compared to men, and that costs in total $2 billion a year. That's according to research by Edward Gresser at the Progressive Policy Institute. Now, most manufactured apparel and footwear are classified by gender, and the U.S. harmonized tariff schedule, with rates on women's clothing 16.7%, and that was, again, about 3% higher than men's, according to the research. No single reason why tariffs on women's clothing are higher than men's, but this policy has taken shape over decades. And a New York Federal Reserve report found that college is still paying off in the long run. However, taking extra time or picking certain majors can decrease the return on investment. Using data from the Census Bureau, the Fed found the median worker with a college degree earned about $80,000 a year compared to $47,000 for a worker with a high school diploma. Okay, big down day yesterday. Tech shares led the way. And then we also had the Fed chair, Jerome Powell, giving a stark warning about he's worried about tariffs and the impact on the economy. So that added to the negativity. This morning, though, back up again. Dow's pointing up 300. Live from the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Jane King. Back to you.
All right.